was watching.
Well, I was going to ask, were you one of the 24 million of us who tuned in to watch this? Yes, one of the most iconic moments in British sport. Torvill and Dean, of course, winning gold with their famous Bolero routine at the 1984 Winter Olympics in Sarajevo. Well, now, Jayne and Chris are preparing to say goodbye. They are on one last tour before they officially retire from ice skating. And I've been chatting to them about that, but we had to start by reliving that life-defining moment from 41 years ago.
The judges now just waiting for a moment to give the marks. Jayne Torvill and Christopher Dean have won the gold medal of the 1984 Olympic ice dance competition.
How many times have you heard that clip over the years? 4 decades on, Jayne Torvill and Christopher Dean, what memories does it stir in you?
Just listening to it again takes you right back to that moment. It's not often we hear it. We see the pictures, but not often the commentary. So it was lovely to hear that again.
It's such a long time ago, but when you hear that commentary again, it brings it all back.
Chris, you were 25, I think, at the time. Jayne, you were 26, and it is still the moment that I guess people want to talk to you the most about. I mean, it truly was life-changing for both of you.
Yes, definitely. There's been a lot of highlights in our career, and people say, what's your favourite routine that you ever did? And they were all special, but the Bolero in 1984 and winning the gold medal, it just opens so many more doors for you, turning professional, the credibility of it. And we've had so many wonderful opportunities from then.
We would never have thought that we would still be skating together doing what we're doing 41 years later.
Well, you are, again, out on tour. One last time. You're finally hanging up the skates after this one.
Yeah.
It's time. We thought 50 years is a nice round number. Our bodies are telling us that it's time to think about retiring. And so about a year ago, we started planning this show. And really, it's our life story captured in 2 hours on the ice.
One of the routines that people remember a lot is Mac and Mabel in 1982 because it was so different from what we'd done before. And then moving on from there, we did the Barnum routine, which centred around the circus. And what we've done in this show is we've turned them into a big performance, including all of our professional skaters.
And a new version of the Bolero?
An age-appropriate version.
Well, I was going to ask, diplomatically, of course, what are the challenges of recreating a routine that you perfected so brilliantly in your mid-20s, doing it again in your mid-60s?
Obviously, we've got to adapt things. We're not the people that we were 41 years ago. Everything changes, but we can still get out there and skate to an ability that we feel that it's presentable and good enough. And it's the nostalgia, it's taking people back to that time. A lot of people come up to us in the street and say, I remember watching Bolero. But not only that, they remember where they were, who they were with, even what they were eating sometimes. And I think it just conjures up nostalgia for everybody.
And there is, of course, a new generation of British ice dancers who are looking to follow in your footsteps, most notably Lewis Gibson and Lilah Fear, who recently won bronze at the World Championships, the first British skaters to stand on the podium at a World Championships since yourselves. We spoke to them both recently on the programme, and Lilah had this to say about people comparing them to Torvill and Dean.
For us, Torvill and Dean were so inspiring. And they've just had this impact in Great Britain that speaks for itself. People say to us, oh, I'm so sorry, like you're going to hear the comparison again. We'll take it any day of the week. For us, it is just such an honor.
That is British ice skater Lilah Fear chatting to us just a few weeks ago. That must be really nice to hear, Chris. How good are they, and could they go on to emulate you and win a medal at the Olympics next year?
They're amazing skaters, and they've got a really bright future. The Olympics are next year. There'll be a lot of expectation on them. I can see them doing exceptionally well.
They do have a unique style. I know that they do work very hard, and that gives you the confidence, as Chris said. If you've worked hard and you know you can do it, we just wish them all the best for the future. We'll definitely be watching them.
Final question to both of you. What do Torvill and Dean do after ice skating? What does retirement hold for the two of you?
Not having a schedule.
I keep saying in a humorous way, beekeeping sounds appealing to me.
Right, okay. Interesting. Have you ever done it before?
No, that's exactly it, yeah. A completely new endeavour.
Well, enjoy it, and we'll perhaps speak to you again in the future. Enjoy the rest of the tour before then, the next few months
Thank
out
you.
on the ice for one final time. Torvill and Dean, thanks so much for speaking to us on the programme.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
There you go, Christopher Dean, the beekeeper. You heard it here first. Great to chat to Torvill and Dean, who are on tour across the UK until July.
Mike, thank you. In our time, it's coming up.
The entire world held its breath for that routine.
Well, we did as well.
Their chemistry ignited the world now in a very special event. Torvill and Dean on the ice and off.
Are you together? Have you ever been together?
The extraordinary story of a team like no other.
It was magical.
Our Last Dance, Easter Saturday on 9.